What's this? A door? Whoa! Okay, welcome guys. Nitro here. And I'm gonna be showing off the Dimensional Doors mod. Just gonna turn down the Dimensional Doors mod. And I'll get into this later. This thing you see right here. As you saw in the little intro, it adds like a new dimension to the game. A pocket dimension, as it says. So, what you need to do to get started out in this mod, in a way, is you need to get one of these dimensional doors, of course. These, as you can see, you place it on a block under a rift to activate that rift. It adds rifts to the game. Those look pretty nice. Or you place it anywhere else to create a pocket dimension. That's what DIM stands for, obviously. So anyway, these are crafted like so. Don't worry about this. This is just for admins. It uses this little unstable fabric thing. Like you can see, admin only item. Anyway. So yeah, it's crafted with an ender pearl in the middle of 2 iron doors. And that gets you a dimensional door. And all you have to do, it's really simple. If there's a rift anywhere, like, say, that, you can place the door on that and it'll go to wherever that rift would have went. But no. I'll talk about most of these things later, so don't worry about it. You just place it anywhere in your world. It's really simple. Just place it anywhere in your world. I'm gonna place mine here. You don't have to make a frame around it or anything. You just place down the door, open it, and walk through. Now, one thing I think he should work on, it's still a work in progress mod. What I think he should work on is that it's only one-sided. You can only see it if you're looking at it from one side. And I personally think that should be fixed. It's just a minor problem, though. I don't think anything of it. But seriously, guys, look at this texture. That's amazing. That's just amazing. Look at that. It's amazing. Amazing. Anyway, so yeah, you just need to put it there and then walk through it. But I personally am going to put a frame around it. I'm going to use emeralds instead of a mod item so it doesn't confuse you guys. Unless you guys want... Never mind, you couldn't answer. Couldn't answer me. Boop. 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 Gonna make it nice and pretty. Nice and... Okay. That sounds stupid. I'm just gonna make it like a little box. Like so. And there we go. My tiny house. Actually, I still need that. Actually, no, I'm going to use a mod item this time. I don't care. Where is it? Amber bricks. Haha. Okay. So yeah, you just open the door and walk through and then wait for it. Poof. You're in the dimension. And it's completely black. It looks like you're standing in a void, am I right? The only thing you can see is the door, and it's like as bright as day. But this is a block. All this black stuff are blocks called, what are they called? They're here somewhere. Is this it? Fabric of reality. That's what they're called. I'll talk about this later. Fabric of reality. That's what it's called. And used to in earlier versions, you had to break it before you do stuff, but now you can just right click it and it changes into whatever block the first time. Then place it normally. But yeah. Just gonna. And if you think that you can just wander off into oblivion, then you're wrong. You do have limited space here. You do have limited space. Okay, it's actually kind of big. So I'm gonna place a block at the corner at each corner. So right here. And as you can see, the blocks are bright as day, so you can just build whatever you want here. Right here. Right. Yeah, right here. Oops. Oh well. I'll just put another layer on this one then. Crap. You didn't see that. Hee hee. Oops. That didn't happen. Now I'm just going to come over here at the last corner. Place that down. Except then there's the ceiling heights, which is right here. Right here. Right here. Right here. And over. Now see, it's just the texture that's completely black. You could easily just go into the config file, or go into the mod files, and change the texture of this block so you can see it. I might think about doing that later in this mod review, but no, not now. But what this is, it's a little pocket dimension that you can build in. Build anything in, as long as it's inside the limits. Like, you could seriously build anything you want. Like, I could get a beacon, for example. I could get a beacon, some iron blocks, wait for it. Oops. This may or may not work in this dimension. Yeah, it doesn't work in here. Beacons don't work. But you can still build anything you want, as long as it doesn't involve a beacon. I didn't know that. Anyway. So yeah, you can make dimensions inside of dimensions, inside dimensions, inside of dimensions. So I'm just going, and you could literally just keep on going forever. Like, but the further you go away, the more messed up it gets, and bad things will happen if you go too far. Bang. And then you got a completely other dimension here. A completely new dimension. That... Okay, I'm lost. There we go. Oops. Completely new dimension. You could just keep on going forever. It'd be making different things, doing different things. You could do whatever you want. But, like I said, you don't want to go too far away. Which is what the warp doors are for. And I'll talk about those in a second after I make a little path. And then these warp doors are the same recipe as the iron doors. The dimensional door. Except wooden doors instead of iron. And that gets you the warp door. You can place the block under a rift in any dimension, or place anywhere in a pocket dimension to approach surface, which basically means that these take you down levels. These take you further from reality. What these do is they start to bring you back up, slowly. Just slowly. So if I started placing these down, that was a bad choice, but I'm not going to break it because that's bad, and I don't want to have to use the gold item in my inventory yet. And if I keep on using these, I will eventually come back to my own reality. Bang. And my stuff is over here. So yeah, that's basically that for the warp door. Down there, I will show you in a second, so don't worry about that. But yeah, this is in the air, because this is where it is in that dimension. Like, say, here, I need to go back to this dimension to show you. Okay, take note of where this door is. Say this was made out of bedrock. You know what, one second guys, I'll be right back. Okay guys, I'm back. I made myself a little impregnable bedrock house. Just gonna take this. And I say impregnable, but it's not really impregnable. I could easily get in there. But it involves counting, and I need my amber bricks. Where are they? There they are. I'm gonna use amber blocks now. Yeah, okay. Okay, so let's count blocks. So the door's right here. That's 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll do 8. So what we want to do is come in here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is where we want to place our warp door. Right here. And this we're going to fill in with amber blocks instead of amber bricks. And just in case you're wondering, amber bricks and amber blocks are from the mod Thaumcraft. Actually, I'm going to need that later. So, yeah, the doors you put here affect the real world. So, I have that door here. I have this one here. This one should take me inside the bedrock house. Like I said. Right in the middle of the bedrock house. It's kind of dark in here. Let's let a little light in. A little light in. I'm gonna use another item from Thaumcraft because they look nice. Candles! Yay! You can't tell me this does not look nice. Okay, so yeah, back through the store. Even though I could easily break the bedrock because I'm in creative. And let's go through. Actually, I have a better idea. I have a better idea. Okay, see, what have I not showed you? Haven't showed you these things. Haven't showed you. Okay, guys, have this thing over here. It's one of the dungeons in this mod. It's one of the dungeons in this mod. This mod adds dungeons in different dimensions. Still only one-sided. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna step into this. I shouldn't have made that hole. And it puts you in the dungeon. And they just have little dungeons like this. But like I said, you don't want to go too far. This will put me... There has to be another door going down, right? Because that'll just put me back in the overworld. Oh, I was right. You can't fool me. Not like that. And they have different kinds of traps in here trying to trick you. They have a whole bunch of traps. This is very suspicious. Yeah, they have a whole bunch of kinds of different traps in here. And chests filled with items for you. I don't want to go too far in. Otherwise, the further you go in, the more messed up the real world's going to become. And if you kept on breaking into the little pocket dimension that... Wait for it. Oh, it took me back. Dang it! Don't want to do this. But yeah, that's what these little trapdoors are for. They're kind of like a escape hatch. They're called trans-dimensional trapdoors. And they're crafted with an ender pearl and 2 trapdoors like this. And you just put them down like you would anything else, like that. This doesn't have the cool little texture, though. Just looks like a regular trapdoor. So you open it, fall in, and it puts you at the first door you opened, which is right here. But since there was never a door here, that is destroyed. And this little black thing here, that's a rift. Now see, you can just put a dimensional door there to go where that was leading. Or this is... Okay, this bothers me. Or that's what this is for. It's called a rift blade. It opens a temporary door, and it has a special teleport attack when you're attacking enemies, and it rotates existing doors. It is crafted with a rift remover, which I will talk about in a second, and 2 ender pearls. And you just right click on a rift, and then bang. But this is a one-way trip. It's only temporary. So, but it stays there forever. So, until you use it at least. So I'm just gonna leave that there like that, and show you guys something else. Okay. Whenever you break a door. Oh yeah, I should probably show you this first. Where's my... There it is. If you right-click on a door with a rift blade, it rotates it to the direction you're facing. So if you hit it there, it'll move it this way. If you're facing this way, it'll put it here, and so on. But yeah, back over here. If you break a dimensional door, I don't advise doing this, but you can. If you break a dimensional door, wait for it. They take a second to spawn. A rift appears. Rifts are very bad. Rifts eventually will grow, and they consume blocks. So if I just left this here for a prolonged amount of time, it'll start to grow out, and it'll start to destroy the blocks around it. We don't want that to happen. So there's one of two things you can do. You can place a dimensional door there to make it disappear, and it'll go where that rift leads. Or you can use this. Oops, I broke it. Or you can use this thing. I'm using this the wrong way. This is called the rift remover. What you do with this is you right click on a rift and it will start to disappear. I'm not going to show you with that one, because that one leads to our dimension that we were working on. So place that back. Better. Okay. And I didn't want to leave that. Get rid of that one. I'm going to get into one of those because I messed up. I got my directions wrong. Anyway, what you do with this is you right click and it gets a signature of a rift. You don't have to have a rift. You can't do it with a rift. What you do is you right click in a dimension and then you can link that to a spot and that will create a rift. And you can place the dimensional door there and it'll lead to where you first right clicked it. Like so. It creates a rift there, and then if I were to, it creates two rifts. One where you first right clicked and one where you right clicked the second time. If you place the door here, it would lead to that spot. Like, that's going to disappear once I use this. Oops. Well, this is a perfect chance to show you what this does. This is the rift remover. Like I said earlier, if you right click on a rift, it destroys it. There's little white particles in the middle, and then it starts to disappear. Anyway, so what we want to do now is we're going to open this, and it should lead us to over there. Pow. Bang. Like I said. So we're just going to break this, and break this. And you know how rifts are black in the overworld? Like, I hate having to wait for these to spawn. It's really annoying. There you go. One should be over there. So, they're black over here. But if you were to have one in the pocket dimension, that one would be white. And I'll show you some examples of that later. After this one appears and I can destroy it. Waiting. Come on. Pow. Okay, now I don't need to worry about that. So we're going to go back to our original dimension that we have made over here. We're going to break this door, because I don't want to go back there ever again. No. That place. It's evil. Ever want to go back there. So, in a second, a rift will form. Okay. A rift should form. Okay, I can show you an example of that in a second. Now it forms. Okay. So this is what the rifts look like here. Like the little spider webs. And it's the memory of the other place. So what you can do is, this is a one-way trip. I never showed an example of this. So that will disappear temporarily and leave this here. You go through it, and bang, you're over here. But I already had a door here, so there's a door. Normally there wouldn't, and you wouldn't be able to go back. But there is a door. Yeah, come back. But the rest still here. So yeah, still a one-way trip. But I don't want this here, so I'm going to do that. And if you do it here, there's some black particles in the middle. Maybe? No? I don't know. I couldn't see. Okay, anyway. I think that about covers it for this dimension. Oh wait, no it doesn't. So yeah, if you place this here, so a signature of that one spot. So if we come back here, and okay, daytime, there we go, daytime, and we right click here, that will make a rift, and it links those two spots. So I could place a dimensional door here, and it will lead inside that one. So if you want to have a base and you want something to lead to a secret room, this is how to do it. I would show an example, but I don't want to because it would just be. I'll think about it. I probably shouldn't have done that. Go back here. Okay. This is becoming a little lengthy, so I'll try to hurry. Let's try that. Okay, so like I said, this is an admin only item. There's no crafting recipe whatsoever. Oh yeah, I forgot. This is the recipe for the rift signature. Ender pearl surrounded by iron ingots like this. And then the rift remover, ender pearl surrounded by 4 gold ingots like that. And that's the rift remover. The unstable fabric is an admin only item, which means it has no recipe. And what it does is, as it says here, it creates a random dungeon rift. Like, that's a dungeon there. So that's what this does. It makes a rift that goes to a dungeon. So if I put that there and then place it down a dimensional door, then open it and go through it, I end up in a dungeon. Just a random dungeon. But I'm gonna go back through because I don't like dungeons. There's one more thing. This is the last thing. It's called an unstable door. Unstable door. This is not an admin only item. It's a little green in the middle, in the window pane place, and it leads to a random destination in your world, not a pocket dimension, in your world. To make it, you place an Eye of Ender in the center of 2 dimensional doors like this. I have no idea why you would want to make one of these, but they're here. And they're just here. But once you place it down, you can see the little Eye of Ender in the middle. I just realized that's kind of what the texture looks like. No, that does not look like a Ender Pearl. Okay, just checking. Just checking. So yeah, it has like an Ender Eye in the middle. And when you open, don't want to do that. You can also move them back by right-clicking on them like that. If you open it, it looks kind of this. Yeah, it looks the same as just one of those doors on the inside. But if you go over here, you can still see the Eye of Ender. And when you go in it, it teleports you to a random destination. That was pretty random. Gonna destroy that. Oh no, the rift. I don't know why I didn't. Okay, I kind of expected that to happen. But yeah, this leads to a random destination. Where's the rift? There it is. You go through it. Leads to a random place, and I have other doors here. It would generally take me to those, I think. But okay, here we go. It teleports you to a random destination and or rift, and then you can close it. I'm gonna close this. I think it creates the rift. I'm not sure. But yeah, it teleports you to a random destination. That's basically it for that. I think that's about it for this mod, and this video has gone on for a while. So, I'm going to check out this dungeon some more. I'm going to try not to make it too lengthy, but... Oh, I did forget to show you guys something. Never mind. It does involve going in here, though. Okay, watch this, guys. I'm going to do this in survival. So, yeah, these are breakable. And, like I said, this doesn't go on forever. If you dig through this, you will fall into a void. Like so. I am falling, I am dying. And as it can say, it says I fell out of the world. But, if you respawn... Where am I? This isn't my spawn. No, you do not spawn back at your spawn. If you're in survival, you do lose all of your stuff, I think. Yeah, you lose all of your stuff if you're in survival and you fall through. Oh, no, you don't. Never mind. I lied. I lied, guys. If you fall into that void, you do not die. And there's that creepy noise that I hate. If you fall through the void, you do not die. It kills you, and then you respawn here with all your stuff. And this is... I don't know what it's supposed to be called. But all these black blocks, they're called unraveled fabric. This is what happens if you do bad stuff, I guess. Or fall out of it. And if you're wondering how to get out of here, do not place a dimensional door down. That will just mess your world up. It'll mess everything up. Don't do that. It's bad. Why did I take no fall damage? I'm amazing. I don't think you take fall damage in this place. Just to test that out. And jump. No fall damage. Not even half a heart. So yeah, you don't take any fall damage here. But if you're wondering how to get back to your spawn, there is a way. Do not place any doors down whatsoever, or the trans-dimensional trapdoor. What you want to do is, bear with me while I try to find it. It is here somewhere. Just keep on wandering around in here till you find something that looks like that. Like that over there. That, my ladies and gentlemen, is some fabric of reality. It's not some of this stupid... Oh, and you can also dig it up. Unraveled fabric, like I said. And what you do is you find one of these, you come over to it, and then it teleports you back to your spawn. Wait for it. Back to your spawn with all your stuff. You just have to wait for it to load. I guess you're kind of like falling on a black platform that takes you there. Oh, look, it's raining. Oh, and guys, you know how I said it takes you to your spawn? I'm sorry, guys, I lied. It doesn't take you back to your spawn. It takes you to a random location in your world. So, yeah, this should take me to a random location once I spawn, and once... Ow. I took damage. Gonna turn on creative mode again, turn off rain. And all of this should load in a second. Should. Like I said, it teleports you to a random location in your world. Sometimes that world is in a wall. But you don't. There we go. But you don't need to worry about that much. You don't, like I said, it doesn't usually put you in walls. It just takes you to a random destination in your world. And since I fell in a wall the first time, I don't have any of my stuff. And if it will let me go to my inventory, there we go. Okay, turn off rain. Turn off create. What the heck? Yeah, so yeah, don't go out into the void because it messes everything up and it like lags your actions, I guess. Also, this is a different mod. This is a different mod. You don't need to worry about that. That's the flat top mountain biome mod. Rain turned off. Okay. This is really, like I said, it's still a work in progress mod. In the future, it should do what it's supposed to do, and it should just teleport you back to a random spot in your world with all your stuff, and not in a wall. And it will not glitch out like this. And I break blocks like I'm swimming. Perfect. Okay. And I am now nowhere near where I was before, as in a desert before. That's where my spawn was. I slept there. And I'm here now. There you go. So yeah, that's basically it for this mod. I will see you guys later. Don't forget to rate, comment, like, and subscribe. And don't forget to suggest other mods, games, indie games, horror games, indie horror games, or anything else you want me to try. See you guys later, and sayonara.